folks, I am going to make a video on updating you. This here is the quilt that I'm making, or the blanket that I'm making for my husband, and it's coming along pretty good. And I thought I'd kind of tell you a couple of different things that I've been doing. I have all my squares put together in the rows, and I've labeled them. This here is row 3. So as I'm sewing these blocks together, I know what I'm doing. So I have 5 rows, and also I took a picture of the whole blanket laid out on the pool table, and I have it on my phone. So when I'm sewing, I can look and I can know which block goes next. I don't want to make a mistake, even though when I labeled them block 1 or row 1, row 2, I did put them where the first block is on top. So this block will be sewn to this block, and this block will be sewn to this block, and then I have one more block to sew. That's a way for me to make sure that I don't make a mistake. I'm double checking myself by making them, putting them into rows, and by having a picture. If I make a mistake, then you know it's going to be totally off, and I'm really going to be upset because this has taken me a long time to do. And again, my pinwheels, they're not perfect, but they're coming out. They're okay. Let me show you. When I sew these 4 pieces together, I've done 3 of them so far. This is what it's looking like. I don't know how much of this you can see, but this here is that other design that I thought would be really cool, and it's coming out pretty decent, I think. So that is what I'm doing now, and once I get to sewing, them together, block row 1 to row 2, row 3, it's going to get more difficult because I do sew in a small area. And I'll bring you over here to show you. When I sew, I have all of the blocks spread out on my table here. And I'm going to actually move the camera because I'm not really sure how much you can see of this. So let's move this right over here. And I have some different lights on. I need light in the sewing room, so I hope we're not too glary. But here is are my blocks. And before I start sewing, like I said, I do want to look at that picture. Okay, so those are the blocks. I'll sew these 2 together, I'll sew these 2 together, and then I'll sew the 4 together. But before I even start pinning, this is row 4. I need to put my tag right on my table. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, so this one here is the first one in that row. So I'm going to put them together and match them up as best I can, and then pin. See, and they're off, and I'm doing something wrong, I know, when I sew or measure. I'm doing something, but where are my pins? But I will put this together, and it will be a very pretty quilt or blanket. And sewing in a small area, in order for me to put the batting behind this, it would be next to impossible because of this small area. I would have to take my sewing machine out to the dining room and have it on that table there, which I could do that. It's a bigger space, it's a bigger table. And maybe I will do that, but if I do, I would start with a small, maybe lap quilt instead of a queen size quilt. But these 2 will be sewn together, and then these two will be sewn together. And I like to pin the side that needs sewn so I don't make the mistake of sewing it wrong. Just some little hints that I've picked up along the way, because boy, I have made a lot of mistakes. But nobody's perfect. And if it's yours and you're giving it to somebody, they're going to appreciate it. So it's worth it. It really is. It's worth doing something on your own. And mistakes are the way we learn. Okay, so I will sew these. And then I'll bring you back and I'll show you just a quick version of the quilt, kind of laid out in what I'm going to do. I do have these two for the border, and I'll tell you which one I've chosen. So hold tight. Alright, here it is. Now I'm going to put my camera right here. I hope you can see everything. And I'm going to try to talk softly because I'm out in the main room here. My husband's still asleep and could get up at any minute now, so I've got to kind of work fast. This is what the quilt will look like. And which one? Red or blue? Can you guess? I have chosen the border to be blue. I chose blue because it's more manly, I guess, than red. But I measured out, and I'm going to make my border. I'm going to cut it in 4-inch strips, and I need 2 strips to go down each side. And then I still have enough to do my strips for the top as well. If something happens and I don't have enough to do blue all the way around the quilt, the sides will be blue and the top and bottom will be red. But I think I can do this. And if you notice, right over here, I'm missing a block. The block is gone because I ran out of material. I had to go to the store the other day, buy the material, and it had just now finished washing and drying. So I'm going to grab that, make my final block, and I'm going to start sewing these together. I might actually start sewing these together now, because like I said, my husband could wake up at any minute. I want to get this all pinned and leave it here, sew it, and grab from here. If my husband wakes up, I'm in trouble. It's almost Christmas, and I've pulled the wool over his eye the entire time. So this is it. I will show you the final product in another video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I made a couple of other different videos, but I never uploaded them. So this one here I'm going to upload. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what you do to be creative. If you sew, let me know. If you have different sewing ideas, let me know that too. And if you have videos on sewing, I'll definitely be watching you. Thanks for watching. Bye.